Another big fight coming up. We got coming up Canelo versus Kovalev. What do you think about that matchup?
Well, right now, not saying he's got to win, but the favorite's Canelo. Why is because Canelo is politics, and Canelo is he's got a multi-million-dollar contract, and he could have picked any fighter, but he picked Kovalev, which is a two weight classes that he normally fights. Well, it's something that he saw in Kovalev to make him feel like he can beat this man, to climb up that mountain top and, go get him. And I say only reason why I see that could be is he know Kovalev don't have an inside game. Kovalev cannot fight in the inside. And by him cannot fight in the inside, which Canelo knows how to get to the inside. Canelo knows how to suck to you. Stay in your chest, which Kovalev have a problem with that. So Canelo feel like he big enough and strong enough to stay in the inside of Kovalev, then I think it's going to be a victorious night for Canelo. But if Kovalev uses IQ and box and keep his distance, I think it's going to be a tough night for Canelo. So, that's the fight that, truly and all, like I said, I'm favoring Canelo because the politics side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Kovalev, Kovalev should win, but I don't know if Kovalev know his distance. I don't know if Kovalev have learned from his mistakes, know how to fight in the pocket, because that's what Canelo gonna do. He saw where Andre Ward went and stayed in the pocket and bust him up in the body and stop him. So Canelo feel like he could take that same pedigree and duplicate that. It's going to be a victorious night for Canelo, a very historic night for Canelo that night.
So Kovalev won his last fight, started boxing a little different since he got with McGirt. I saw him starting to throw hooks, something I never really saw him throw before. He won the fight before that against Alvarez, and he got knocked out the fight before that against Alvarez. Is Kovalev declining? Is his time up? Or did he just hit a bump in the road and Buddy McGirt tightened him up?
I think he's declining. And also, Canelo can't think he's declining. If not, they wouldn't have took the fight. They think he's declining. And I think he's declining. It's something in a camp somewhere down the road that they saw. Maybe in sparring, someone knocked him out or something. But they feel like he's declining. And the boxing world feel like he's declining. So they're going to take that fight. They're not trying to go against the other kid, Arthur.
Better BF?
Yes, they're not trying to go against him. His name is not in the mix. I'm not saying his name is not big enough, but his name is bigger than Rocky Phillips.
Yeah.
And they haven't mentioned him. He's younger. He's more of a Canelo age, but yet they're not picking him because why? He's up and coming. And why they pick Kovalev? Because he's going down. He's declining in the boxing world, whereas though the other guys is upcoming. So you want to fight. If you want to go up in weight and everything, the best thing to do is go at Kovalev because he's declining instead of going to Arthur, who's an up and coming beast.
Our Canelo is successful against Kovalev. Does he stay at 75? Can he hang with those dudes at 75? The
No.
Better BF, the Gavolsdicks, the Brival.
No, he's not going to be able to hang with them guys.
Marcus Brown's up there.
He's not going to be able to hang with them guys. Because them guys, see, everybody is not going to be like Kovalev. Some of them guys know how to fight in the inside. And see, If they know how to fight, if you know how to fight inside and you know how to use your range and your distance and you're a good boxer, you're gonna beat a small Canelo at 178 pounds, 75 pounds. You're gonna beat Canelo when you know how to fight your distance and you know how to fight in the pocket, which Kovalev, he fight his distance pretty good, but he get caught up in when this person put pressure on him. He get caught up with grabbing and holding when a person put pressure on him. So that's why it takes away his inside game.
Could Canelo hang with, say, Pascal?
That's a freaky situation because I say that to say Pascal, you know, that's a person that you can't really count out because I mean you know he's declined as well, but he has that puncher's chance. You know, he has that puncher's chance. He's heavy-handed. He can punch. He can still move, and he can fight in the pocket as well. Whereas though Kovalev, he's not a pocket fighter, and Canelo know that. So Canelo plan on staying in the pocket with him, and that's going to be his strategy because he can't stay on the outside and beat him because he's too big, too tall, too long for to stay on the outside. So he's going to have to stay in his pocket with him, and this is the guy who don't know how to fight in the pocket. So, you know, I think that's pretty much speaks for itself.
Are there any names you could think of off the top of your head at 175 that Canelo can hang with if he beats Kovalev? Or does he go down to 68? Does he go back down to 60?
He's go back down to 60. Because I even think if he fought David Benavidez, it'd be a problem. I even think if he fought Kelly LaPlante, you know, it could be a problem. Because these guys are bigger and they know how to use their distance. And they know how to fight in the pocket as well.
So no more 75. And Kovalev, where does he go from here?
Kovalev, pretty much, Kovalev go chase the bag. Mean as though drench boxing for all you can get and get out the way. He's pretty much 2 to 3 fights away from being retired.
So this is cash out time for
Yes,
Kovalev.
it's cash out.
Cash out. Who do you like at that 75 weight class? Who's the boogeyman up there?
The guy Arthur.
Better BF?
Yes, he's the boogeyman. Because I saw him get knocked down, and I saw him get up and knock a guy out. And the guy who he knocked out knocked him down, and the guy was punching. So, you know, everybody can punch and everything, but it's about, to me, it's about who can get punched and get back up, and you know, learn from their mistakes and then neutralize their opponents and then knock their opponents out. That lets me know that you did your homework.
Who are your top 3 at 75?
Benavidez.
Better BF?
Yeah, he's number 1. Bovila.
Bivol?
Bivol, he's number 2. And
Kovalev. You put him over Gvozdyk? Gvozdyk's the guy that put
No. I know
put
what you're talking about.
what's the guy from
He's
Canada?
number 3. He's
Yeah.
number 3. Yeah.
He put what's the Canadian guy? How come I can't think of his name right now?
Adonis Stevens.
Adonis Stevenson. He the guy that put Adonis.
He throws a lot of punches. That other guy.
Why do you think there are no Americans at that weight class? Every weight class, you know, have a lot of American names.
Well, we had Marcus Brown and
Marcus Brown.
we had Marcus Brown and we had a couple more other guys that just haven't made it to the top 10. And that light heavyweight is we got some up and coming fighters that's coming, but right now.
No, there's only one American there though, Marcus Brown, that I could think
true.
of that light heavy.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I know it's some up and coming fighters, younger guys.
Okay.
You know, maybe like 12-0 and things like that. That's pretty much going to be pretty good in that weight class. But right now, Marcus Brown holding it down for us, the American, and we had Jack Badu, but he's Sweden. So yeah, Marcus Brown pretty much was holding it down, and we just saw what he was made of. You know, which I always thought that Marcus Brown was. I mean, people say, you know, I'm kind of biased when it comes to New York, but I just think New York fighters they don't have that durability. I think they come out, they flashy fighters, they got a good style, but when it comes down to when they get in an uncomfortable situation, I don't see them pulling through.
Oh shit, you're gonna have to break that down because I'm gonna get some flack when I go home.
Well,
you gotta
I say
explain
that
this
by,
one.
you know, you got, okay, even though he was born in Chicago, but he took his boxing skills in New York, Peter Quillen. He was doing good, knocking everybody out. The minute he get in an uncomfortable situation, you know, he got knocked out, and then he gets back in the ring, and it happened again for him. That's Peter Quillen. He's from New York. Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs was a guy that he, you know, when it's time to step up to the big plate and fight a named fighter or whatever, you know, he have all the potentials to win, but don't win. He come up short, you know, and then the way he come up short is people be like, man, he don't have no dog in him. He can do this, he can do that. But again, you know, I put that with New York. Another fighter from New York, Saddam Ali. He stepped up to the plate. He got knocked out by the Mexican kid who just was a
Jaime Magua.
Yeah, who just was a he's pretty much like a fill-in type of fighter, and you know, he got knocked out by him. Then you got the ones that, you know, Mike Tyson. He's a Hall of Famer, great fighter, but when it came down to that pressure, you know, they said, hey, you do this again, we're gonna stop the fight. What do you do? Or we're gonna disqualify it. What do you do? Under pressure, he bit Evander Holyfield ear again, and they end up stopping the fight. The list just goes on. Zab Judah. Zab get to the big mic. And you know, don't get me wrong, all these guys, they was more successful than me in the boxing ring. But I'm just, as a fan, I'm just sitting out and I'm just analyzing, you know, these moments. Then you got Shannon Briggs from New York, who cheated, fires the steroids and everything. You got Big Baby Miller, who cheated, fires the steroids. So, you know, me in New York, fighters, and the atmosphere of New York, it's not so much love for me. You know, I respect them, but the love, no, they're not dogs. So that's how I feel about that.